Breaking news from 16 News Now.
We are coming on the air tonight with that breaking news out of Delphi, Indiana, where the jury has come back with a guilty verdict in all 4 counts against Richard Allen in the Delphi murders trial.
Allen was charged with the 2017 deaths of 2 teenage girls, Abby Williams and Libby German. Our Erica Jimenez was in the courtroom today when that verdict was handed down. She joins us now live from Delphi. Erica, fill us in.
That's right, Lauren and Josh. Guilty on all 4 counts. 1 count for the murder of Abby Williams, 1 count for the murder of Libby German, 1 count of felony murder for Abby Williams, and finally count 4, felony murder of Libby German. But let's talk about what happened inside that courtroom today. It was tense from beginning to end. Libby and Abby's families were first inside that room, followed by the media and Judge Francis Gohl. Last inside the room was Richard Allen's family. Before the verdict was read, Judge Gohl, who we've known has had some strict rules throughout the trial, said, quote, "Regardless of what the verdict is, people will be unhappy. Take your unhappiness outside." Shortly after that, the jury entered. The verdict was read quick and to the point. Richard Allen was found guilty by 7 women and 5 men. He sat there as the verdict was read. I did not see him cry at any point, but his family, who I was sitting next to, was breathing heavy, and they all cried as the verdict was read. But let's talk about the most important people in all of this, the victims' families. They have been waiting 7 years for this moment. When the first guilty count was read, you just heard sighs of relief crying throughout the room, and you can just see how relieved they looked. Richard Allen looked back once at his wife. He raised his eyebrows and mouthed to her, "Are you okay?" We saw her crying the entire time. As for Abby and Libby's families, they were hugging each other and even walked up to the prosecutors after it was over to thank them. Outside the courtroom, you could hear cheers as those outside heard the guilty verdict, but not everyone was pleased.
Endless nights of sleep, we can now say that this is justice, finally.
How did you feel when you finally heard the verdict guilty?
Happy for those girls, very happy. It made me cry. I cried with my mom. We cried like, I feel like they were my kids.
I hate to say it, but I was not surprised. I am used to Indiana doubling down on their terrible decisions. And I don't know, I had a lot more faith in the jury, and I will just say I'm disappointed in the jury.
As why you didn't hear from the family or the jury is because that gag order is still in place. The last time we heard from them was the day that Richard Allen's arrest was announced. As for the sentencing, that is scheduled for December 20th.
Okay, Erica Jimenez reporting there. Really quickly, you're just getting something on Instagram, actually, from one of the siblings as well.
Kelsey German, Libby's sister, posted on Instagram saying nearly 8 years. Today was the day. Thank you for all your love, support, and prayers. We truly couldn't have gotten here without it. I'll share my thoughts once the gag order is lifted and the holidays pass in December. Kind of true to what you were saying, Erica, that gag order is still in place until sentencing comes December 20th.